What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing the Chicago Bulls and Memphis Grizzlies game reaction. Now, an expected win for the Chicago Bulls, and they delivered on that win in this game. And again, it's a good win for a variety of reasons. We're going to discuss that a bit more in this video. Before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Bulls game today, your player of the game, and just how the Bulls went overall. As you can see, we won this game pretty comfortably, 125-96. Now look, I know it's good that we got the win, but I said it in the injury update, and I'm gonna say it here. I feel robbed of what could have been an amazing game for the Bulls. Not only because Zach LaVine was out, which is a big thing, but again, I say this all the time. Ja Morant is out. Desmond Bane is out. Steven Adams is out. Brandon Clark is out. The sentimental value of Derrick Rose wasn't even there today as well because he was out. So just overall very upsetting to see so many Memphis Grizzlies players out. Now again, if you're a Memphis fan, I'm sure you're just as sad about the situation going on in your organization right now and how everybody seems to be hurt and won't be back for a long time. But again, as a fan that wants to see the Bulls take on the best competition they can, look, the win is very important, and of course I'm going to take the win because you have to beat what's put in front of you. But I came into this game not excited to watch it because I kind of knew this was how it was going to end, and in the end it's exactly what we saw, and I just wasn't overall too keen on the game. But the important thing is that we did win the game. And I'm glad that we did. It's an important win for a couple of reasons. Number one, we're heading into the West Coast trip very soon. We've got 3 games out west. The Phoenix Suns, the LA Lakers, and the Portland Trail Blazers all coming up next. And the Bulls are not necessarily the best away team, but the best way to get into a West Coast trip is with confidence. And the last 2 games that we had against the Raptors and the Grizzlies can help provide some of that confidence heading into a West Coast trip with some winnable games on the horizon. So let's hope the Bulls can get the job done there. Number 2, to not get embarrassed. At the end of the day, look, if we had lost this game against Memphis, I'm sure there would have been some people that would have felt very embarrassed and very disappointed with this Bulls team. And I completely understand where you're coming from. When you don't see the talent that you normally would see from a very good Memphis Grizzlies team when they're all healthy, when you don't see that talent, you don't want to lose to their C team or their B team out there, or, you know, their role players. There's not many elite players out there for the Memphis Grizzlies right now, unfortunately. And you don't want to get embarrassed by that. Now, again, it's like the Detroit Pistons losing streak. No team wanted to be the guy that, I guess, the team that the Pistons beat. And in the end, I can't remember who it was. But the Pistons, I think it was the Raptors, actually. The Pistons ended up breaking their streak. It happens, you know. You know, that team might feel some embarrassment, but at the end of the day, you know, embarrassment moves on very quickly in the NBA because you've got a game in a couple days' time anyway. So embarrassment's not necessarily something that is going to stick around, but you don't want to feel that embarrassment of losing to a team with so many guys out. And we didn't do that at the end of the day. And yeah, that's kind of why I feel like this game was massively important. We are now 2 games below 500 now. I think our record is 21-23. So we're past the halfway point of the season, first and foremost. But we are only 2 games below 500. And the way that we are playing, how we are winning more games than we are losing these days, I truly believe we can get out of a situation where we are 500. We can get above 500. I feel like we're getting super close to be able to do that as a Bulls team. And I cannot wait to be able to see that, because let's be honest, February could be a tough schedule for the Bulls. January's where we really need to pick up some winnable games and not disappoint in, I guess, giving away opportunities. You know, when we're considered the favorites for a game, we need to deliver the win. February's going to be tough, so we got to make sure we get the job done in the middle of January and towards the end of January. What went right, what went wrong for this game? Well, I hated the first half of this game with a passion, in all honesty. We had a good end to the half, but just very lackluster beginning. We just came in with no energy. We came in with really, really poor defense, just bad offense. And we had the exact same start with the third quarter. Now, we scored 125 points in 4 quarters of action. That doesn't necessarily scream to you like the Bulls had a bad game, did they? But they had bad starts once again to the third quarter. They had bad starts to the first quarter. And I just want to know why that's the case. I don't have a reason why. People are saying it's all Zach LaVine's fault. Let's all point at Zach LaVine. It's him. It's all his fault. But when Zach LaVine's out, here come the bad starts again. So what's the reasons for that? I don't know. The Bulls don't come out ready to play at the very beginning. And that is a worrying sign because that's how the start of the season was for the Bulls. Where we started off so badly in all these games. And at the end of the day, you can't play comeback every single game. Now, thankfully, it wasn't that bad, and of course, Memphis did not play great either. But I think to myself, what if that was the Phoenix Suns that we played today, and we had that bad start, giving up that many perimeter shots and playing with that amount of energy, committing that amount of turnovers at the beginning of a game? Would we be able to come back from that? Some might say yes, some may say no, but it's not something I want to see every single game we go into, being disappointed with how we started a game. So again, I hope that's a focus in our West Coast trip to have a better start to a game, because let's be honest, out west, away from home, the confidence can shatter with a bad start to a game. So if we're coming out here and Phoenix are going to give us a 15-0 run to begin the game, that will ruin the confidence for the rest of the West Coast trip. So we got to prepare better for these games. We're going to come out with extra incentives and motives and come out from the very beginning with the amount of energy that we need to win a game. And they have to find a way to do it. Billy Donovan has to find a way. Our leaders in the team, our starting five, has to find a way. Because our bench was fantastic today. I can't even dispute what our bench did. Our bench brought us in the game, and our bench gave us a 20-point lead in the game. Our bench was phenomenal. Ayo is my player of the game. Put that on the screen right now. Ayo Dosunmu is my player of the game. Our leading scorer off of the bench. You can't ask for much more from a player. And Andre Drummond would be my second option for player of the game if I had to give a second player of the game. Would be Andre Drummond. Both bench guys. Our bench was phenomenal. Our bench was night and day better than the Grizzlies. Granted, they didn't play many people off of their bench. So, yeah. Again, I'm going to keep it short. We'll end it here. But an expected win. We got the job done. We got out unscathed. We didn't get embarrassed. We beat a team we should be beating. It's just time to move on. I don't want to dwell on this game. I wasn't looking forward coming into this game. I thought for the most part it was a very boring game. And we walked out with the win. Happy with the win. Happy with the result. A little bit underwhelming watching the game. Hopefully there's more excitement as we take on the Suns in the next one. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow. And or subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care. And peace.